your boy Matt Stafford versus my dog Jimmy G. Did both of them do exactly what we have been talking about and at least thought of to an extent?
Yeah. You know what? Stafford stat line actually should have been a lot better.
I would agree.
A lot of drops. Some bad drops.
The one before they have the dude, the non-Cooper Cup. Yeah, we're like, yo, not him, the other one.
But he even had one big drop too.
He did.
I remember that.
He definitely did. But he bounced back though.
He might even had two. I can't remember.
Yeah, but he bounced back though. Cooper
he did bounce back. He had a big game. I mean, obviously Odell had a big game too. Yeah, what didn't make it?
I thought they said Odell couldn't do it anymore. I thought Odell was washed in the locker room, cancer and all this. Man, that boy been on his best behavior. Yeah. I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
Probably get himself paid this offseason.
I think he should. I think that, he's definitely done a great job of kind of debunking that narrative that he was the issue in Cleveland. And now we're seeing that, you know what? Odell actually is a guy that you can win with. You might want to take care of him. But it'd be interesting to see what LA does anywho, because they still got Robert Woods and he was the one, when he tore his ACL, that whole dynamic. So we'll see though, man.
Yeah, they definitely went all in for this year. You just wonder how much they're going to be able to sustain that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame them. I mean, I'm all for you. You got to try to win when you can. When you think you got a window, go for it. I thought they gave up way too much for Von Miller, but
he's having his little moments though, bro.
Yeah, he's been playing really good. Moments. Like him and Aaron Donald on that defensive line has been really good.
Well, and then also, dude, Leonard Floyd is another guy that's out there. Like they have the pass rush setup, and honestly, I think they have a great matchup in terms of them versus Cincy. And obviously, we'll talk about the Super Bowl, later down the line, and because
we won't be able to say Super Bowl, right?
I know, right? They better chill out.
We'll say it.
We're gonna say what we want to say. That's what we're gonna do. All right, they can come holler at us if they want to. Okay, because we on YouTube. This ain't no FCC. So 2 words. I don't want no problems. But anywho. I did like it though. In terms of the game, man, I thought that the Niners, they did exactly the Niners played the way that they've been playing all year. The difference was this: when Jimmy G has just not a great level Jimmy G game, we know first off, hey, if he's not playing great, everybody around him has to be on their A game. And you can't have
the offensive line folded.
Offensive line folded. I even thought defensively at times they had issues. I also didn't like the fact they left turnovers out there, especially that one in the fourth quarter. That should have been a pick.
Oh my God.
That changes.
Only resulted in 3, but still. Yeah.
But that's huge though in terms of momentum, in terms of the point, field position, all of that. With a quarterback like Jimmy G, and this is why I say with Jimmy, I don't mind him. Very similar to Kirk Cousins because you know what you're going to get. But at the same time, it's like, if Jimmy is your quarterback, no different if Mason's your quarterback, or if any other rookie model quarterback that we've been talking about, because that could very well be us next season. The difference is every piece around him has to be on their A game because the margin of error is so small. Now, we'll laugh at the Jimmy G scenario, but think about since he's been in San Fran, what they have accomplished in terms of what? Two NFC Championship game appearances in the past 3 years, Super Bowl appearance. That is major accomplishment in terms of when you're thinking about that team and with that quarterback compared to even us and how our story set up with Ben as our quarterback, especially these past couple of years. So you can see how it can be successful. But for me, man, everybody has to be on their game, man. And that was one of those ones where they left some plays out there, and versus a team like the Rams, who we know are high powered and have a higher end quarterback. It's hard to play like that offensively, defensively, and still expect to come out of that with the win. And ultimately, man, they still had their chances. That was the crazy part. They still had a chance, but
they were up. They were up most of the game, too.
That's what I'm saying. They had their opportunities, but with that situation as it's constructed, your pieces around him have to make those plays. They got to be on, and when they're not, it shows, man.
Yeah, those last 2 or 3 series, particularly on offense. Like, as much as I want to say, Jimmy G folded. This is who Jimmy G is, and it's kind of what I've always thought about Jimmy G. At the same time, that offensive line was terrible. Hey, he didn't have any time. So any quarterback that's back there is not going to have that much success when you're going up against Aaron Donald, just like breaking through within like a second.
Bro, it looked like screen plays every time they dropped back. But then,
and I swear, to like a couple of plays, I don't know if the line even knew the ball was snapped or not. They're like standing around there.
It's crazy, bro. Crazy. But that type of stuff can't happen with a Jimmy G at quarter. You can get away with that with the Burrow, with the Mahomes, right? You can get away with it with the elite tier guys we always talk about. But Jimmy, he's not in that class. And like I said, you can still win with that, but you see where his limitations show and how it can really hurt your team right there. And that was one of those ones.
I do think Jimmy G is the reason the defense can be acting like that.
Yes,
It's because he is limited. You're like, okay, you want to win with Jimmy G? Let's see if you can do it. Yeah. We're gonna bring the pressure. We're gonna force him to make a play, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So as much as I want to say he didn't choke, at the same time, I do think that it's him being the quarterback was a reason why the Rams were able to have success on defense, too.
I would agree, man. I definitely would agree. But
49ers offensive line folded, though.
But that's that situation, right? When you have that type of quarterback, that's what you have to do. Like I said, you can still win with it, and they are a prime example of that. And like I said, realistically, we could follow that model if we choose to. We could follow that model.
But I don't want to be paying our quarterback $26 million, though.
Well, no, that's the difference, though. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, we would definitely want to dial that down a little bit. But in the sense of, you don't have to have necessarily a top 5 quarterback to always be in the conversation, which they've proven. They're all like the track record. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, since he's been there, they're in that conversation every time right now, man.
Yeah. The only times that they were really bad was when he was hurt, actually.
Seriously. And you notice also when you hear the players, they were even going out and tweeting about it, talking about it. And he was like, he didn't even know that they were, claiming them like that. But it's the truth. And as a player, you can respect it because, like we said, we understand that it's more than one way to have a successful team. At times, the overarching thought process, you have to have a franchise quarterback, one of these top 5 guys. But the nature of it and the reality of it is, it's 25 teams at least that don't have that guy. We've already done that XL. We could do it again if you wanted to. But yeah, it's like in terms of just like the legit franchise quarterback. So if you can't get one of those guys, and if we know they don't come around every single season, how do you stay competitive? How do you beat those teams? And they're showing you right there, man. So yeah.
What'd you think of Stafford? Weird game.
Mixed
Is he
bag,
hurt,
bro.
you think?
I don't know.
Troy Aikman thought so.
It's a mixed bag, bro. Like I said, because with Stafford at times, I don't know if he's elite or if he's just the perfect version of Kirk Cousins. In the sense of like when Kirk gets hot, like he's hot. But then at times when he goes down, it's like all the way down. With Stafford, it's like at times I'm watching him like, okay,
Stafford's got the talent,
elite? And that's the thing that saves him. The talent is very much there, but at times I'm like, I don't always feel like he plays like a top 5 quarterback. I don't. And the same way we looked at the Mahomes situation was like, man, that's the first time we really seen him have a whole half like that. We don't say similar things about Stafford. We've seen Stafford even this year disappear at times. So that's why
he's got really good stats on the season.
He does. It's crazy.
He started off really hot those like first 3 or 4, but then he's had lapses at games where he's throwing some really bad picks and stuff.
And you're watching, you're just like, what's going on?
I mean, he has led the Rams to the Super Bowl, so this is a huge success for him this year.
It is, man.
Huge.